Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It's James L. Seagraves, your commissioner, coming to you at 7:13 on Tuesday, October 8th, 2024. We're going to get right to it, ladies and gentlemen, because the last podcast is way too long. Switching a few things up. We're going to tell you about it right now. We're going in reverse order for the bottom 10 this week. We're going to start with number 91 team in the nation, Mullen Incorporated, 1-4. Congratulations on that. 3-game losing streak, so that's terrible. Elevator Music, number 92, Canton Hall of Famers, former champion Richard Perez. He just cannot seem to get it back together. He lost 4 in a row. Started off 1-0, now he's 1-4. Hurt So Good, 1-4. Honolulu Blue Skies and Stinky Fingers, Golden Kroger. Started off 1-1. Now he is on a 3-game skid. Oh, I got to straight down here. Down to the 96th best team in the nation. Then we have 4 teams that are left trying to get their first win, including the Double G spot, as Chris Berman would say if he was going through puberty. Gary Grant, 0-5. Digger Phelps, this is one of the reasons people are turning that game. Andy Plum has been randomized again. That means we will. I believe that is his 3rd time being randomized. It might only be a 2nd time, but we're going to find out in a minute. We maybe find a new owner. We did find a new owner. I'll tell you about that in just a second for another team. Hernandez Hitman, still 0-5. Can't get anything going at all, unfortunately. So that means the number 100 team in the nation, the worst team in the nation, could it possibly be? You're in trouble still? We'll find out. No, it's Brady's Balls, ladies and gentlemen. 0-5. We only have 271 points scored. Just a abomination of... I'm going to delete these columns so you can actually see something here. Whoa. Spoiler alert. I got to delete these columns so we can see things here. There we go. So, yes, congratulations to Brady's Balls. 0-5. You are now the new weakest link. You are
the weakest link. Goodbye.
Goodbye is right. We're taking a look at some of the drops here. A lot of fell from number 19. Now, wait, real quick. I'm going to say this. For the first time in like 7 years or 6 years or whatever, arguably ever, I don't know, I did the top 20 the way we historically do it, which is record, overall winning percentage, then points, okay? And when I looked at the columns of the conference standings, it looked stupid, okay? Because for years, we have not had a conference record separate the standings. And now that we do, I was looking at it, I was like, well, this is really dumb. All these things are out of line. So, for the first time, potentially ever, we have changed the formula to determine the top 20. Or the rankings in general, I guess. And that is going to be your overall win percentage, and then your conference win percentage, and then total points scored. So, yes, we had some drastic changes because of that, because I'm looking at this like, this is dumb. This makes no sense. So we went overall winning percentage, conference winning percentage, then points scored. And because of that, you'll notice some pretty dramatic falls here. For instance, number 19, a lot of fell from 19 to 47. Patriots from 15 to 45. Going down through here. And there we go. Top 20. Tallywhackers. Josh Crampton. Congratulations on that. You are up or you're down from number 9 to 20 with a loss. Freddie versus Jason moves up from number 20 to 19. Hit and Ruggs falls from number 5 all the way down to number 18 with their loss. Show Me Them TDs wins and finds himself from number 9 to number 17 based on the new formula. Puka Nacua Matata finally loses. He is human. Falls from number 2 to number 16. Louis Diana. Chop It Off. It'll Make You Stunning and Brave. Loses for the first time. Had that number 1 spot 2 weeks in a row. We can finally stop talking about gender reassignment. We can move on to something else, which is great. But falls from number 1 to 15. Suck It. Continues to win, but falls from number 11 to 14 based on the new formula. It's whatever. From here on out, that's how it's going to be. And then we have Balls Deep. John Gillette called me in a panic this Sunday, asking why people are using so many good players. Like, yo, it's not called the Michigan, hey, everybody has a good chance of winning every week league. It's called the Michigan Ultimate Survivor League, bitches. And that means you don't know what you're going to get. People go crazy with lineups, and you got to be ready for them. That's all I got to say, okay? It's the Michigan Ultimate Survivor League, not Weenie Hut Juniors. Okay, the Donkey Punchers finds them way all the way up into the top 20 from unranked to number 12. Will green. Malcolm Rodriguez in the middle of my thighs. Goes from unranked all the way to number 11. She is 4-1. Don't mind the 2,000. I don't know. I don't even care. I don't have time to fix it. And 3-0 in conference, so it's 330 points. The Apache Chiefs. The Apache Chiefs. The Apache Chiefs. There it is. They're up into the top 10 where they belong. From number 18 all the way to number 10, based on another win, a 4-game winning streak. The 3-0 conference, 360 points. And then we go to, I'm clicking on the wrong thing here. The Apache Chiefs. Then we have FarmersOnly.com, former champion. We're still talking over the Apache thing. Former champion actually doing something with his career here. 4-1. Golf and Balls up from number 17 to number 8. Mama G out of retirement up from number 12 to number 7. Nantab Knights just keeps on winning. Michael Myers up from number 13 to number 6. And then we get to the undefeated teams. There are 5 undefeated teams left, including the Kaminsky Method. Mike Kaminsky, the only new owner that is undefeated, I believe, at this point, because Stephen Gurgley finally fell. Gurgled his way down the river. It is from number 10 to number 5 for Mike Kaminsky. Love Story, Jordan's version. She just keeps winning. I say it every week. I just can't understand it. Just like the damn Packers. God, I can't believe they won that game. BVC, this is his 3rd straight week at number 3. 3-0, it's the magic number for Brad Van Camp. All too well. Stephanie Bradley goes up from number 4 to number 2, which means that we have a new number 1 team in the nation.
You what?
That's right. We have a new number 1 team in the nation, and that person is, ladies and gentlemen, Will's Wranglers. 5-0, 402 points. Not the most points in the league, but still 5-0. A great start to the year. A welcome return for Ryan Knight, who had his one day in glory a week ago yesterday when Verizon went down and T-Mobile was not. So congratulations. We talked about it a lot already. And yeah, it was nuts. So there you go. That's what the T-Mobile reps were saying as Verizon went down. And that is also what Ryan Knight is saying this morning, his new number 1 team in the nation. So, yeah, congratulations on that. Now, real quick, I do want to talk about one thing here. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. We are mourning the death of the MUSL career of Josh Bednarski, new owner, district manager, whatever you want to call him, of the Verizon wireless zone that I work for, but doesn't matter. He got randomized for the 3rd time today, or this week, and therefore his team has been stripped. He did put in 1 lineup in 5 weeks. Congratulations, you get something. Not really. But Jordan Tripp has taken over. He was in the store as I was talking about it. He said he would take over. He sent a lineup, and he's in. Now, Jeff Arbogast has a friend who wants in too. Digger Phelps, Andy Plum is on the chopping block. He may already be chopped. I have to look and see how many times he's been randomized. I have not updated that. I don't think I even updated the sheet, so I'm going to do that real quick. All right, here you have it. As you see, Lions Pride wiped out, saw long, now called Trippin' on Faux Foes. My name, he probably will change that name. Digger Phelps does have 1 more week left, I guess. Death by 1,000 Punts, 1 last week too. Aaron Minturn, I sent you a text about getting a new phone. You didn't respond. You also didn't submit a lineup. Better put it in. New to the randomizers this week is Garrity Gigolo, Strong Street Soldiers, Eric Minturn, former champ, and give me 2 for the road. Crazy. crazy. So, we're going to get right to it here. We're going to go to scores and fantasy recaps. We're going to do the moderately fast minutes. We're going to go as fast as we can because I have something waiting for me upstairs. Breakfast of sorts. It's going to be great. I think, here we go. We have, hold on. I'm not sure. Whoa, misfire. All right, here we go. Now we're back. We think this is going to be loud enough. We're going to find out here real quick, though. We go 5. We're going to go 5. There we go. Hopefully now you can hear that okay. The MUSL Game of the Week was Squadrels over Elevator Music, led by Justin Tucker. He looks like he, I don't know, he looks like he's a bad Halloween costume. But Justin Tucker puts up 11.5 points, and I guess that's good enough to be featured these days. The Mad Scientist loses to the number 1 team, Will's Wranglers. Now, Joe Burrow does not look impressed. Moose Knuckles falls to 3-2. Concussion protocol. OJ Eldorado wins 70.04 to 52.04. Whatever. Sang Nasty's Not Above Touch gets crushed by Vic in a box, who puts up, which I believe was the highest score of the week, 105.53. If not, I'll be proven wrong here in a second. Over Sag Nasty, who falls to 1-4. He was about as impressed with the homecoming king / queen at the J-High game as he was with his lineup this week. So there you go. The Dragliners, Kevin Wilson, Mr. Wilson, 3-2 over Joe Buck yourself, who falls to 2-3, Jordan Craig, and Tucker Kraft. What a photo. Don't even know who you are. You look like you came from the Hillsdale Fair. Malcolm Rodriguez puts up 71 over Honolulu Blue Skies. Paul Brown falls to 1-4. Brian Robinson, 12.9 points. The Bears defense killed it. They are good. Nevertheless, Hurt So Good, speaking of things that are not good, or whatever, the Brian David has not won a championship, but he did win this week, 75.23 over Hurt So Good. Parker Dalton, at least he put in a lineup unlike his dad, 1-4 this year, 44.78. Maybe David's strategy was to get randomized and win. Play with Mike Ditka. He was the number 100 team in the nation after 1 week. Now he's on, I believe, a 3-game win streak, or at least he's won 3 games out of the last 5. He's 90.93 over, hanging with Mr. Hernandez, who falls to 2-3, Chris Melclory, respectively. Show me them TDs over Muckers. Chad Leach goes to 4-1 and moves up to number 17, whereas Muckers, Scott Muckovitz, falls to 2-3. Brian Thomas is a dark man. DeWyans loses to Suck It. Bracey Trudell keeps winning. He's 4-1 over DeWyans. Gary King, who's having a rough year this year, he now falls to 2-3. 99% luck, 1% heart. Former number 1 team in the nation falls to 2-3. FarmersOnly.com, former champion, with another Tucker Kraft killer photo. And this volume got a lot louder. Not Olivia Face, Olove Face, whatever you want to say. He finally wins. He changed his team name. He got things around. Cody Provost winning over Ketchup and Mostert. Alex Erickson, 3-2 he goes to. Patriots falls out of the top ranking. He goes from number 15 to unranked, puts up 87.05 points, and loses to Michael Strahan Jr., DJ Moore, Freddie versus Jason, number 19 in the nation. Football is life. Tom Farmer loses to Young Bubba's players. He submitted a lineup this week. He did not last week. His dad did not this week. Nevertheless, not everyone in the Garrity household, I don't think they probably live together, can all win and put a lineup in the same week as Young Bubba's player takes out Tom Farmer. Death by 1,000 Punts got randomized and lost to Sewer Bombs. Congratulations, Craig Kissel. You are now 4-1, but not ranked. Now you see me, now you don't. Frazier finally back in the winning cover column. Defeats Louis Diana. Finally, first loss of the week of the year for him. 60.77, 73.16. Then we have the Providence Power defeats the Lakers. Actually, Lakers and Patriots both don't have fun for them. Mike Evans had a big game, as did Young Ho Koo. My favorite Ho in this league is Young Ho. There you go. Double G-Spot loses to Kakambas. Jeremy Orr goes to 3-2. Double G-Spot goes to 0-5. Number 2, all too well now, beats Tallywhackers in a huge game. That was the game of the week. I think it might have been. Stephanie Bradley beats Josh Crampton like a what? You betcha. Redheaded stepchild. I don't know if you were a stepchild, but I do know you have red hair. Nevertheless, you were beaten like one anyway. All too well moves to number 2 in the nation. All number 2 well. That's right. Tripping out Fofos puts in a lineup and beats Stinky Fingers 89.31 to 59.88. Congratulations, Jordan Tripp, his first win of the year as an owner. Sticks it in ya. Beats your Mother Likes My Defense, whose struggles continue this year, 1-4, whereas Derek Gregory goes to 2-3. Real great year for him so far. A lot of puts up 72 and lose the BVC, who stays at number 3, 5-0. 3-2 for a lot of. Just here so don't get fined. Paul Wall, 86.76 over Mullen Incorporated, 6.07. Give me 2 for the road was randomized and loses to Cheechki. Congratulations, you beat nobody. Better bring your A game. Did not bring the A game. Lose the Nibble McGough, Toffer McGough, Talkman Loft, Lop, Lop, Loft. 1-4 for John Zemer's first win of the game comes at the hands of Rob Jasurski, who falls to 3-2, who was ranked before this last week. Prime Time gets a win. Brian Benor goes to 2-3 over Chop It Off. It'll make it stunning and brave. The former number 1 team falls to number 15 with the loss, thanks to Brock Purdy, who played like a girl. Maybe he should chop it off. Then low-hanging fruit took it. I had a conference call with him this week. Eric Hester, he's coming up for the Titans game. Asked me questions about the Lions and parking and stuff. I gave him suggestions. He did not listen to them, but he did listen to getting a win for the first time this year. Low-hanging fruit out of the cellar and into the winning column. 92.06, 78.43. It's 7:33. We're doing all right in time. Barry McCockner beats the Hitman, who put up 97 points. Barry McCockner does have the high score of the week and beats a team that put up 97.43 points. The scores: Lamar Jackson 23, Jamar Chase 26, Young Ho 15, Vikings evens 15. Fucking awesome game. Unfortunately, the Hitman can't catch a break. He's 1-4, but he is defending Euchre champ at the Mega XP Zone. Coming from behind. He's won a couple games in a row. Look out, he's gonna skeet all over you, and that is gonna be the Bleeding Blue Bombers. Pat Provost Sr., the first victim of this skeet fest. We're going from skeet to street, as strong street soldiers can't win a damn thing because they don't put a lineup in. They are now 2-3. Balls deep, John Gillette. Didn't have to worry about the lineup this guy put in because fucking A, Deshaun Watson was the quarterback. It's bad enough to get randomized, but when you get randomized and I'm just turning my mic up here. You get randomized and you have Deshaun Watson as your quarterback. That is just what we call a bad day, just like someone who went to massage him. Nevertheless, love story. Jordan's version, they just keep winning. Although they beat Hernandez Hitman, nobody cares. I also stepped on an ant earlier today, and there was a fucking massive funeral line of cars 20 miles deep for that ant that I stepped on because it made national news. No, it didn't, and neither did you beating Hernandez Hitman. You are about as lucky as the Packers schedule without Jordan Love. So, congratulations, you are 5-0. I am not, and I'm still talking shit because you beat up basically a fucking second grader when it comes to this. I'm not saying Hernandez Hitman is a second grader, but it's the equivalent of beating a Pee-wee team. That's what I got to say. Wow, you should really be proud. Bonnie Monahan, love ya. True Blue Wrecking Crew beats up Dude Even Swift, bro. Ben Hester falls to 2-3. My call did not go so well with his dad. Roger Brewer, as well as did with his dad. Roger Brewer wins, moves to 3-2. Congratulations. Tucker Kraft. I mean, damn, I'm feeling like some mac and cheese. I'm seeing this guy so much. 2 girlies, 1 cup started him, and they got up 89-67. Then we have DeMar Hamlin's booster shot, narrowly beating C.J. Gardner-Johnson, did not guard himself against the booster shot. Josh Harris falls to 2-3. Austin Pollard moves to 3-2. Then we have $75 million man puts up 71 points, almost 75, defeating the Clockwork Elves by 2 points. Leonard Seagraves falls to 2-3, but that league, as you will see, that conference is very tight. Another Kraft image. I've seen more Crafts here than a Filipino girl in a Florida massage parlor. Look out, it's dollar bills, y'all. Former #1 team coming back, 3-2, leading the conference potentially over my ball, Zach Ertz, who was too busy shopping at Yardzilla-Palooza to focus on his lineup, and he loses by 16 points. Another Kraft sighting, and Goffin Balls defeats Double C's by 3 points, not even 2-point-something points. Cody Cole puts up 85 and loses because Tucker Kraft, ladies and gentlemen. Tucker Kraft. It's in the magic, whatever the hell their slogan is. Cloco Kiss finally gets a win over Jamie Phelps in the Battle of Amazing Women. Cloco Kiss, Maddie Bradley, former champion, finally gets a win. George Kittle apparently got a haircut. Then the Donkey Punchers, they're in the number 12 spot over Digger Phelps, who was randomized. Nobody cares. Andy Plum, submit a goddamn lineup, please. I don't want to take your team. I like you. You're in trouble. Defending champion finally wins. Kyle Stoker, well, actually, he's won 2 in a row now, I think. He's 2-3 over Brady's Balls, who is now the new number 100 team in the nation. Cot Jockeys, I knew it was coming. He had 2 in a row. He had to go into Apache Nation, and they chopped him up worse than a Provost member. They chopped him up. Chop, the Apache Chiefs, 81-65.88 over Michael Carl. Mama G out of retirement, puts Password as Taco back in the nursing home. He's 1-4. Former champions struggle again, unless your name is Matt Farmer. Nantab Knights over Super Original, 82.93 to 68.47. Paul Smith falls to 2-3. Nantab Knights, 4-1. The number 1 not undefeated team behind Joe Old Man Flacco. Geno Smith helped Neighbor Saw My Penix over Nasty Nutria. as Manny Flores finally got his Verizon bill straight, and he gets a 4-point victory over a seasoned veteran, Sarah Krasansky. The Black Hole was aching for a ship, but he wasn't. He lost. 2-3, Rob Aiken, 66.37 over 53.78. The Black Hole loses again. Canton Hall of Famers can't win over Whispering Eyes, who just almost doubled him up. 95.43, and another Tucker Craft image. And I really hope this didn't just freeze up. Okay, we're going on. Here we go again. We're back up here. Ghetto Heisman over Hitting Rugs. Mason Bradley falls for the first time this year. Falls from number 5, number 18. Ghetto Heisman goes to 3-2. Rob Gork creeping up. Garrity's Gigolos. Steve Garrity over the Suicide Squad. Justin McClinchy. And I'm certain Garrity's Gigolos was randomized. They just got lucky as hell. Harrison Butker had a bad year. He was ranked like number 24, 22. And he got pulled. And it happened. Sorry. Another Tucker Craft sighting. Swine flew over Steel City Sackers, 76.38. He remains undefeated. Baby Back Gibbs loses due to crush Chris Kissel over Stephen Gurgley. Stephen Gurgley loses for the first time for us to 4-1. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is your moderately fast minutes. Actually wasn't bad. Wasn't bad, folks. We're going to take a look at the conference standings here. And I have to hurry up and get upstairs. We got to get this done quickly. Will's Wranglers on Jeff Lebowski Conference, 5-0. Malcolm Rodriguez in the middle of my thighs, 4-1. Number 1 and 11. Bunch of 3-2s, bunch of 1-4s. This here, we have a three-way tie up here. Farmers Only, number 9, 14-17, all 4-1. Hurt So Good, down to 1-4. Then we have Ron Burgundy Conference, Puka Nakua Matata, and Freddy vs. Jason, and Sewer Bombs, all 3-4-1. We have 5-0 all too well with a win over Tallywhackers this last week, which is huge because now they have the tiebreaker and a one-game lead. Double G spot yet to win. This BVC over Chop It Off, it'll make you stunning and brave. Well, I don't know if they won. I think they did win. Maybe. I don't remember. They must not have won because that would have been the game of the week. But nevertheless, 5-game win streak for BVC. And then we have Love Story 5-0, Balls Deep 4-1, coming from behind. Barry McCogner, Bleeding Blue Bombers, all within the running here, 3-2. And then we get to the Rod Kimball Conference. Like I told you, we have not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, but 6 3-2 teams fighting it out. And then 4 2-3 teams. This is as tight as it comes, ladies and gentlemen. It's as tight as it gets, rather. Golf and Balls, the Pet Chiefs, Donkey Punches, all 4-1. Madness up here at the Napoleon Dynamite Conference. Tommy Callahan, we have 2 4-1 teams, 1 3-2 teams. Never saw Penix. We are starting to shake things out here, folks. You're going to have to start submitting super lineups because otherwise you will not do well. Swine Flu with a 1-game lead over Hitting Rugs and Baby Back Gibbs. Congratulations to you. Swine Flu still undefeated. We're going to look at, I'm not sure why this giant ad is on my screen, but we're going to look at the schedule for this week. We are now in week 6. We are basically halfway home, folks. We are halfway home. After this week, we'll be more than halfway home, okay? So here we go. Number 11, Malcolm Rodriguez in the middle of the fight, taking on the Dragliners, who is Kevin Wilson, who's 3-2. Malcolm Rodriguez, 4-1, and number 11. Will's Wranglers taking on Sag Nasty Botch, Buff Tot, Notch, Botch. That's 1-4 versus 5-0, number 1 team in the nation. Ben Miller's got to get his act together. Got to get it together quick. Rocky Keeling, 2-3, taking on Suck It, number 14, 4-1. Win or go home, basically, for Rocky Keeling this week. Show me them TDs. Chad Leach over DeWyans, or playing DeWyans. Probably will be over them because Gary King's having a bad year. We get down here to Nut Alave Your Face versus Freddy versus Jason. This is a 1-4. Cody Provost, break him up. He's got a win over Jeff Arbogast squad. Patriots versus Puka Nakua Matata. That's a good game. 4-1 versus 3-2. Patriots right in the thick of it till last week. Now they're not ranked, but still. All too well taking on Trippin' on Faux Foes. Bad time for you to get a new... By the way, he's taking over a team that is 2-2. Now he's 3-2. So All Too Well's got something coming up here. Tallywhacker's taking on Lakers. She's having a bad year. She's 2-3. She just lost to me, which is bad enough. Chop It Off. It'll make you stunning and brave. Taking on Nibble McGibbs. Coffin McGough. Fresh off his first one of the year. John Zemer needs to get a lineup going here. And then we have BVC versus Cheat Ski, number 3 versus 3-2. Hernandez Hitman 0-5 taking on Balls Deep. I mean, come on, Hernandez Hitman. Come on. Antoine Bacon Carr, whatever your name is. He's baking something himself in a car, and he's not fucking submitting lineups, apparently. The Hitman potential struggles continue as he goes against number 4, Love Story, Jordan's version. Bonnie Manahan, 5-0, looking to go 6-0, which will be a problem. We go down here. Speaking of problems, you're in trouble. Probably are. Taking on the Apache Chiefs. You know what's coming. Oh, they're taking on the Apache Chiefs. That's right, folks. And then we have elevator music. I just had to hit that because it was taking too long to play the other thing. Where are we at here? Oh, here we go. This is it, ladies and gentlemen. This is it. Your number 1 muscle game of the week. Number 8, Golf and Balls. Christopher Russell goes on, who's, by the way, 4-1, goes to number 12. Will Green's the Donkey Punchers, also 4-1. We have 50 points separating the two of them. That is a big game for both of those teams. Mama G out of retirement, number 7, going on against the Black Hole. Namtab Knights, Michael Myers going on against Elevator Music. And then Swine Fruit taking on to Crush. And then finally, Hitting Rugs taking on Baby Back Gibbs and Stephen Gurgley, 4-1. That's a big game. 2 4-1ers. Baby Back Gibbs is not ranked, but that is a huge game. We're going to go to Super Squares real quick, get this out of the way. Kyle Keeter is the winner because the Commanders had 215 rushing yards. The Dolphins with 193. Congratulations to you. And I think you owe me money, so I'll just take it out of that. And then one last thing to do. People still aren't doing it, but we're looking here. NFL pool results. There is a 3-way tie up top. Because Suck It had a great week, picking 10 games correctly. The number 1, and Concussion Protocol also picked 10. They were off to a bad start. They're 2 weeks behind, but it could still happen. Someone could miss games. It definitely can happen. Whisper Nice, Suck It, and Providence Power all off the top. Ghetto Heisman, the Nuts right behind them, and then Swine Flu 1 game behind them. Thank you very much for joining me. We'll see you next week. Go get your lineups in, and have a wonderful day.